ADHD is one of the most misunderstood conditions out there. For years, people have tossed around stereotypes like ADHD just means you can't focus, or it's an excuse for being lazy. But here's the truth. Those misconceptions don't reflect reality. And today, we're going to break them down. Let's start with the first misconception. ADHD is just about attention. The name itself can be misleading. ADHD isn't about not paying attention. It's about difficulty regulating attention. That means you can struggle to focus on boring or repetitive tasks, yet hyper-focus for hours on something exciting. It's not that attention is missing. It's that it's inconsistent and tied to interest and stimulation. Understanding this helps people stop blaming ADHD brains for not trying hard enough and instead recognize a different wiring of motivation and focus. The second misconception, ADHD only happens in kids. For decades, ADHD was seen as a childhood disorder, something you outgrew by adulthood. But research now shows ADHD is lifelong. Many adults discover their diagnosis later in life, after years of wondering why school, work, or relationships felt harder than for others. And for women especially, ADHD has often been overlooked because their symptoms look different, less hyperactive, more internalized as restlessness, anxiety, or daydreaming. ADHD doesn't vanish at 18. It simply evolves with age and context. The third misconception, ADHD is just hyperactivity. The truth is, ADHD presents in different ways. Some people do have the classic hyperactive energy, but others have inattentive ADHD, where the challenges are organization, forgetfulness, losing track of time, or zoning out. And many live with a combined type. By reducing ADHD to fidgety kids, we erase the experiences of countless people whose symptoms don't look like the stereotype. Another big one. People with ADHD are lazy. Let's bust that myth right now. People with ADHD often work twice as hard behind the scenes to keep up with daily expectations. What looks like procrastination is often paralysis, when the brain can't sort priorities or breaks tasks into steps. What looks like forgetfulness is really executive function challenges, not a lack of caring. Far from lazy, ADHD brains are often creative problem solvers, constantly trying new strategies to adapt in a world not built for them. Here's a fifth misconception. Medication is a quick fix or a crutch. The truth is, medication can be incredibly effective, but it's not magic. It doesn't cure ADHD. It helps regulate dopamine and norepinephrine in the brain, making focus and self-regulation easier. But medication works best when paired with strategies, structure, therapy, and support. Dismissing it as a shortcut ignores the reality. ADHD medication is healthcare, just like glasses help with vision. Now let's shift to the realities of ADHD that don't get enough attention. ADHD is linked to time blindness. The brain struggles to sense time passing, which makes deadlines and schedules more complicated. ADHD is connected to emotional dysregulation. Big feelings hit harder and take longer to cool down. ADHD is often about energy management, bursts of productivity followed by burnout. These aren't character flaws. They're patterns wired into the brain's executive function system. And here's something empowering. ADHD brains also come with strengths. Creativity, innovation, resilience, and out-of-the-box thinking are all common among ADHDers. Many entrepreneurs, artists, and leaders credit their ADHD for their ability to see connections others miss. The very traits that cause struggle in one environment can become superpowers in another. The bottom line, ADHD isn't laziness, a phase, or a lack of discipline. It's a neurodevelopmental condition with real challenges and real strengths. Debunking misconceptions isn't just about education. It's about dignity. Because every time we shift the conversation from blame to understanding, we make space for ADHDers to thrive without shame. So the next time someone says, ADHD is just about being distracted, you'll know the truth. It's a complex, lifelong condition, and the realities are far more nuanced, powerful, and human than the myths suggest. This has been your Neurodivergent Coffee 5 insights over coffee, debunking misconceptions and exposing the realities of ADHD.